good, dude.
Wait. I'm doing the arrow. I know how to merge call now. Oh! What are you doing?
I'm at a wrestling tournament right now.
Oh, nice. Where at? What town?
Lakewood, close.
Your brother told me what a weight bully was before.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, did I tell you I got screwed last night?
What happened?
I would have won $800 if the Rams won.
Oh, really? Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm getting an echo in the back. Hold on 1 second. So what happened? C-Pup?
I would have won like $800 if the Chiefs won. I had like $700 or like I had like $75 on Matt Stafford, 2 touchdowns, Puka for 1, Montgomery for 1, and the Rams win.
Oh my God! Hey, see, Rich, what do you think? Before the game, I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was talking to them about Puka and where he'll go. What about after that game last night? That's the last impression we're going to have about Puka until the draft in August. Where is he going to go in the draft right now? What overall, ADP, what is Puka? Give it to me right now.
I'll give him a 12.
That high?
Yeah, he's like a 12.
Wow. Yo, he set the record last night. He had 9 or 10 catches. What do you have, $185?
Oh, yeah, wild.
Oh.
Yo, you want to hear? I only made 1 play today. You want to hear it?
Yeah, let me hear it.
It's a $10 parlay. It pays $100.
$10 pays, okay.
It is James Cook anytime.
Okay.
Najee Harris at anytime.
All right.
And Najee 16 carries. I think those odds are skewed for 10 to win 100.
I like that. And Najee, how, you know what? This, with the weather, they just cleared the field out.
I just feel like, it's a snowy game. It's a rainy game,
Right.
There's going to be a lot of carries.
Right. And they just cleared the field out, too. So, like the weather's bad. 40-mile-an-hour winds. Yo, what about, hey, I have a question for you. Jaylen Warren, he's so low. He's only at 34.5 yards.
Who is?
Jaylen Warren.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you either. How about now?
Yeah, a little better.
Okay, all right. Jaylen Warren is at 34.5 yards.
You want to know why? It's because they didn't give Najee too many carries.
Wow, you know what? I don't think – oh, man. Hey, I saw another one. Is this a sucker bet or no? I got they got a special on FanDuel. George Pickens and Mike Evans to combine for 200 receiving yards today, plus 700. It's
Awful.
plus 700. What if one of them gets $130?
Awful.
You don't think it'll happen?
No, I don't think it happens. Mike Evans can get back 30, but then you're relying on what's his name?
Pickens.
70.
Right. You know what? George Pickens has been going off lately.
I know, but he's got so much bust potential.
I know. Yeah, you're right.
He could come out here and get 2 catches for 7 yards.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, real quick.
There's no consistency.
Yo, recapping yesterday, I got to be honest, full disclosure, I have no ego. That's why I like talking sports with all you guys. I'm 0 for 4. I'm on a run like 2017 that got capped off with Nick Foles beating me in the Super Bowl and going perfect. I picked every game wrong. I'm 0 for 4. Right before the game last night, I texted you and your brother. I wanted to let you know that, in Spanish, very cold is mucho frio. That's how you say it. I'm mucho frio. I'm mucho frio this year. That I nicknamed myself. I can't pick a winner. So after the 0 for 3, who's that? Is that you calling me on the other line or no?
What?
Oh, no, my phone's beeping it. Don't worry about it. So anyway.
Yeah, so I got crushed, man. The only play I got right is I was on Packers money line.
So here's what I want to say.
Yeah, I was on Packers money line.
You were on the Packers money line, right? I saw that. I had Dallas, I had Houston, I had Cleveland, and I had
Cleveland.
And who's the other game? I got a mental block. Oh my God. Well, anyway, the Rams. Oh, last night, 5 minutes before kickoff, I wanted to tell you guys that I was getting really afraid of the Rams and that we got to go with the Rams, so go the other way. And it happened again. 0 for 4. Jared Goff leads the Lions past the Rams.
Oh,
man. What time did your tournament start?
The finals are about to start now. I'm going to have to let you go.
All right, C. Rich. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Later. Oh, man. We got so much going on today. I wanted to just come on a little bit, get you guys piped in at any time. I just want to talk. Like when I'm watching, I'm talking to all you guys anyway, so might as well go right through here. Go through the transfer portal. It's just the same thing, but just a different way to do it a little bit. Like, okay, let me talk to 100 fucking guys for 2 hours or come through the Nooch portal, right? Hey, what's up, T-Rich? Weight bully in the house. I wish I could be reincarnated and come back as a weight bully. 5'10", $145. Featherweight. Yeah. Oh, T-Rich, how am I looking? Huh? How am I looking, kid? Oh, you say, Oh, let's have a conversation, T-Rich. Let's have a conversation. I like this stuff. This is a nice little pocket. What I want to do, first of all, T-Rich, I'm glad you're in here. Honestly, on a serious level, I always joke. I'm always putting on when I'm on. But right now, I want to be serious for a second. Next Saturday, I would very much like to do like an experimental piece. Myself, you, your brother. I don't know if we all do Zoom from our respective houses where we usually watch the fights, but I don't want to be like putting on. I just want to be sitting back at the same tempo as like you guys. And we like when we were by you watching the fight. And I just want to watch the fight and give honest reactions. No fucking nooch like shindig. Like I have different pitches. You know what I'm saying? I want to do an exercise with like you guys and watch those fights next week. Let's put that together. Love to watch those fights. We you know what? I know why Dana White is so rich. Why the fight game is so lucrative. Like it really is in all our DNA. It is. It's great. I love watching the UFC and boxing. Right now, the biggest fight of the year, Dana White better wake up because the biggest fight of the year is Ngannou Joshua right now. It's not any UFC. T-Rich, and if you can fucking spit out a name of two people that can out Trump Ngannou and Joshua, I'd like to hear it because right now 300 is right there, but I don't have that fight. I don't have that big time fight, not on the Ngannou Joshua level, and Ngannou's going to beat Joshua. Yep. But I'm so happy for Jared Goff. Let's have a little recap. I am so happy for Jared Goff because, they got rid of him. He was the number. If you guys don't remember, I'm going to refresh your memory. Jared Goff was the number 1 overall pick. Caleb Williams just declared number 1. Just declared for the draft, USC's quarterback. They just had breaking news, bottom line. Breaking news, Caleb Williams. Like, that was Jared Goff. Jared Goff went number 1 to the Rams. They threw him in the garbage, traded him to the Lions for Stafford. The Lions, they didn't think they could ever win. They got Goff. They won, but the Rams won the Super Bowl with Stafford. It worked for everybody. Stafford went to the Rams, won the Super Bowl. Goff went 3-13 his first year. Don't need to look at shit. That's why I'm here. Goff went 3-13 the first year. Kept going. That shows me heart, mental stamina, grit, determination. The steel of a man is tempered in the fires of adversity. Jared Goff went to Detroit. He didn't have success first. He went 3-13 first. Now he's here, and he beat the Rams. I love that. I fucking love that shit. I love that shit. I was on him in the summer. Nucci Goff. Who's been screaming Goff? I fucking traded C.J. Stroud right before the deadline for Goff like 7 weeks ago. Bad job. But I'm not afraid to criticize myself. So fuck you. Let's go. It's Wildcard Monday. I'm 0 for 4. I'm ready to fucking commit Harry Carey over here. 0 for 4. Woo! Come on, Nooch. Pick one right. Come on, share this shit. Hey, guys, here's what I want. Whoever's in here, give this a share to a couple people that want to go back and forth and really talk sports. I got my phone. I'm going to go into the FanDuel. I want to look at this stuff. And it's fucking 3:30. Like, I know there's people that like to think about sports and are on shit. I know my brain works a little faster than most people, but I know there's a lot of people also like me. So let's go. Give that fucking thing a share. Let's go. Hey, how about, what do we do next year? What do we do next year in the draft when we come up? What happens if you're the guy that has like 8 and 14? When you're at that 14 in the draft, you know what? Here's what I'm trying to say. Here's the question I'm asking. Any year of my fantasy life in a 20-year period, anytime I went away from drafting the receivers, I've had a failure of a season. It never works for me with the backs. One time I was 13-0 16 years ago, but then I lost anyway in the playoffs. But I feel like you got to have receivers in fantasy or you got nothing. I drafted Saquon. I had a league this year. Let me give you guys a case in point. Give this shit a share. Like, share it. What is it? Am I so vulgar that you can't share this on your social media, guys? Let's go. Man, so here's what I'm saying. I had a fantasy team this year. These were my running backs. And mind you, I did not make the playoffs. I missed the playoffs on the last week. I landed tie. 2 of us for the last spot. He had the tiebreaker points. I had Saquon Barkley, Breece Hall, Alvin Kamara, A-Chain, and Gibbs. Did you fucking hear that? Seriously, who loves football? Who's on NFL right now? Gibbs, Barkley, Hall, Kamara, A-Chain. I had them all. You know what I ended up with? Nothing. My dork in my hand. Where's my boy Ricky? Yeah, I just thought of a movie when I said that. Oh, shit. So, yeah, man. So now I want to go through another thing because we're getting closer to the game time. The closer we get to Buffalo, Pittsburgh, I'm going to talk about Buffalo and Pittsburgh. But another thing, I underestimated the character, like the importance of character and heart and like the shit you cannot quantify in analytics. Miami, Fat Andy looked warm. Cheeseburger grease, not even a fucking turtleneck. Not even a turtleneck. Andy looked fine. Mahomes lowering his fucking head. Tua looked like a cold-ass dude from fucking Hawaii. It is what it is. I'm not saying nothing. Don't throw me off. I love everybody. He looked like a fucking guy that grew up in Hawaii. He was shivering. His fucking helmet was on crooked. You're playing, Tua. His helmet was on crooked. He threw a lob pass on a screen. I know somebody out there saw this. He threw a lob pass on a screen. He loved it. Tyreek Hill waited 10 hours for it and got lit up. Like, that's like, I'm not ready to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. Hey, Ryan. What's up, buddy? James Cook. Woo. Let me tell you something, Ryan. Oh, I'm nervous about Buffalo. I don't know how long you've been in here, but I had an all-time season in 2017. I was 0 for the playoffs. I never did anything like that in my life. I achieved a perfect record. I picked every game wrong, and Nick Foles in the Super Bowl beat me. I bet the Patriots. I lost every game. I'm 0 for 4. I'm 0 for 4. So, you know, like today, I feel like telling people to take opposite of what I got. I'm 0 for 4. Last minute, I told people, they were like, Nucho Frio. You know, mucho frio, very cold in Spanish. I'm Nucho Frio this year, the coldest nooch. So they're like, Nucho Frio, who do you like? It was like 10 minutes before pick. They're like, tell me who you think's going to win. I said, well, I'm rooting for Detroit, but I think the Rams are going to win. Final answer, Nooch? I said, well, if I was on a fucking a boat, a pirate boat, and they had me on the plank, bound and gagged, and they said, who's going to win? I would say Rams. Or if not, they drop me in the water. So the guys were like, oh, thanks, Nooch. All right, we're going to go Lions. I said, good luck. Go get them. That was the plan. And it worked. The guys won, and because I was wrong. So I'm 0 for 4. So, all right. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Here's what I think. But this is like a case study. Today, I know we had a wacky day yesterday, but when you start looking at that game and rationalizing it with another game, that's when you pick bad. Like, oh, Green Bay beat Dallas. Pittsburgh might be, but like, okay, everybody, how good has Josh Allen been? I know he's been a little inconsistent, but it was all early in the season, week 1 against the Jets. Like, isn't people are talking about Josh Allen like he's this fucking an Elway category and like he's a real dude. You know what? I'll say this. And I don't think anybody's put this into words yet. And this is big because I like to think ahead like we're playing chess. I'm going to make a statement today, and it relates to Dallas Cowboys and Buffalo Bills. I don't know if you know where I'm going with this, but Dallas Cowboys are the biggest snake bit team ever. They just choked again. They had one of the best teams they've had in years, and they're out. And they were supposed to be good. Their twin brother on the other side is Buffalo. Think about this, guys. Pittsburgh has no business being in this game today. Pittsburgh, I'm going to speak in my native tongue a little bit. Guys, give it a share. Right, hit that like button for me. Hit that like, give it a share. Get some of these fucking wackos in here. We're just talking ball. It's the same thing as if we were on the couch at your apartment or here. And plus, when I get off today, I'm calling you later. Let's get up for the Baker game. Baker's going to be in the NFC Championship this year. Calling that too. Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. You see Mike Evans? Where's Mike Evans play? Florida. When I was in Florida, there was anti-aging clinics next to fucking Haagen-Dazs, like Denny's, like fucking 7-Elevens. They had anti-aging clinics. Mike Evans looks lean and mean to me. Looks like he's fucking rejuvenated. I'll tell you what, I think Baker, they're going to win tonight. They're going to beat the shit out of Philly. They're fighting in the locker room. A.J. Brown is out. Devontae Smith is disgruntled and hobbled. Both receivers are out. If you want an anytime touchdown scorer, Ryan, who's in here right now? Can somebody please look up Alamadu Zaccheaus? He's going to score a touchdown tonight. Remember last year when I was fucking rattling my mouth like, Raymond? You were like, whoa, dude, slow down. Raymond. With the Lions, I got a guy tonight. I got a fucking guy right now that's going to score. I did all my homework. I got that pinched nerve. I was laid up for like 2 days. I had a lot of homework time. I got the guy when fucking AJ Brown and Smith and all that shit is not going. I got the secret weapon. I got the secret sauce. Alamadu Zaccheaus with a Z. Look it up. What's his anytime touchdown? What's his first and last? I'm going 5-5-5. How you doing? Alamadu Zaccheaus. Who's on it? Is somebody at least on it? Shoot me a message. Tits on a bull. Waiters with no arms. Alamadu Zaccheaus. You know what? I'll look it up myself. I'm used to carrying the team. Alamadu Zaccheaus. And if one of you guys doesn't listen up. when I do a call like this, don't ignore it. It's a big one. Ryan, here's the thing. I like Buffalo because I'm like, all right, is Pittsburgh really going to hang just because everybody else did? Mason Rudolph is not Jordan Love, and he ain't fucking CJ Stroud. So I think Cinderella is going to tap those fucking slippers on Pittsburgh today. This could be 36-0. I'm calling it right now. 36-0. Pittsburgh doesn't score today. Nah. 36-0. Yeah, you know what? If Pittsburgh ever wins today, we should all quit for the season. We should do our own pool. Fuck FanDuel and these sports books. Hey, somebody Google this. How many hundreds of millions of dollars did the sports books make yesterday and the day before on the United States? And 20 years ago, I got pinched for this. Imagine that. They bothered me for having 10 guys in a package. I had 10 $2,000 lines. I didn't think they really took that serious. I'm like, really? Nobody's going to bother me. A couple of guys put in a couple of bets. Well, they bothered me. But now, here we are 20 years later, and I'm betting with the government. You know? It's crazy. That's why you just got to keep thinking of new stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Caleb Williams entering the draft. You know what? I wouldn't take him. I would not take him. If I was the Bear. Okay, here's what I would like to know in the comments, whoever's watching this. Would you, if you're the Bears, the pressure that presents, the question that presents the most pressure is this. You gave up the number 1 pick last year and gave it to Carolina, and they drafted Young. They got the number 1 pick again. Caleb Williams is going to be the number 1 pick. So if you're the Bears and you stay with Fields, that means you're giving up the number 1 pick 2 years in a row, which makes the whole Fields thing magnified. Like if Fields doesn't work out to be a fucking Hall of Famer, you're going to be remembered as the people that gave up the number 1 pick 2 years in a row for a guy that didn't make it. That is the pressure that makes people shit their pants and make the wrong decision. Now, if I'm the Bears, I'm letting my balls hang, and I'm taking Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm taking Marvin Harrison Jr., fucking DJ Moore and Fields, and fucking going 60 a game on everybody. Fuck you. Here we come. And I'm not worrying. But if the guy's got a little light in the nutsack, you never know what could happen. I don't know. If they take the number 1 pick, well, you know what? If they stay with Fields, don't trade the fucking pick. Like last year, they traded the pick. What would you do if you're the Bears this year? You have the number 1 pick. Last year, same scenario. They had the pick. They traded it. If I'm the Bears this year, I take Marvin Harrison Jr. DJ Moore is like a fucking dump truck. He's fucking diesel. He doesn't look like other receivers. DJ Moore will run you over without a vehicle. DJ Moore, Fields, Kmet, Marvin Harrison Jr. I would keep that number 1 pick and forget about Caleb Williams and take Harrison Jr. That's because I don't know the interior guys that well. If there's a guy way better, then I'd be wrong, but whatever. But I wouldn't trade that pick. Why is Najee Harris at 60 yards and Jaylen Warren at 34? Should we hammer Jaylen Warren today, guys? Sometimes I feel like we should hammer Warren. And what do we do with the spread, Rye? What do you think with the spread? Like, I'm 0 for 4, guys. I got no fucking ego. I stink. I stink this year, and I know it. That's why I'm shaking. I'm shaking like a leaf. I stink. I don't even want to wager on Buffalo-Pittsburgh. My heart wants to bet Pittsburgh, but Buffalo's the king of inconsistency. Here's what I was getting at before. I got attention deficit disorder. I started something, I never finished it, but I'm back around. I started about 18 minutes ago. Dallas, Buffalo. Dallas, biggest snake bit failure team ever in the NFC. Buffalo, they're on deck. If Buffalo ever loses today, they're the Dallas of the AFC, the biggest disappointment ever. If Buffalo ever loses today, what if they're tight? Gabe Davis is out. Gabe Davis out. Out. Gabe Davis out. Josh Allen, it's windy. What are the winds? What are the winds in Buffalo?
It doesn't look windy in Buffalo, New York. About 12 miles per hour right now.
Oh, that's not bad. 12. 19 degrees. Oh, yesterday was 40. Yesterday was 40. Okay. 19 degrees, 12-mile-an-hour winds. That's not bad. All right. So Allen should be able to throw. Mason Rudolph is at like 1-something, his over-under. So this should be you know what? These fucking games stink. I can't wait till next week. We're gearing up for Buffalo, Pittsburgh. Over under. I'm going to set the new sports book. I'm writing this down right now. If anybody guesses this closer in a time proximity than me, I'll send you $20. Amount of time from right now, Mike McCarthy gets fired. I say tomorrow morning. I say by tomorrow. I say by tomorrow at noon, Mike McCarthy will be fired. They'll wait till these games. Mike McCarthy gone. Tuesday, 2 o'clock. Uncle Nooch, heard it here. Hey, you know what? I got a light bulb moment. You know what impressed me? That little jerk. First of all, Mike McDaniel, is he on fucking Xanax or Zoloft? Why is he slurring so much? I went back. A buddy of mine told me to go look at Mike McDaniel speaking, and I did. Mike McDaniels is a fucking former alcoholic. I wish all recovered alcoholics well, but you got to use your head. Mike McDaniel, I don't know if they got him on meds, but he's slurring. And, it's hard to slur. I've been around guys fucking lying. Like, no, bro, you're not sick. Listen, I could have the flu. I'm not going to be dozing in front of you, bro. Don't fucking lie to me. I'll slap you. Like, no, stop. You're not under the weather. You're on something. Mike McDaniels is slurring a little bit. I don't like how he looks. What is up with Mikey Mick? Miami looked. They looked. Tua was throwing lateral lobs. I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I'll tell you what. I got a couple nuggets. Oh, I got to find Carmelo. I got a couple basketball. The Lakers play Oklahoma City tonight, but I wanted to know if Mel had a tip. Hey, Rashad White, anytime touchdown score. I don't know. Who do we like in the Eagles-Bucks, guys? I need your picks, actually. So, tomorrow morning, I think Mike McCarthy over under. Here we go. The Nooch over under sportsbook. T-Rich, get ready to clip this puppy. Mike McCarthy over under. Tuesday, 2 o'clock. I'm going to call it. If I ever get this, I want this on a fucking loop forever. Forever. You find me a website that goes for infinity and just put this on a loop. Mike McCarthy, Tuesday, 2 o'clock will be gone. There's no way he makes it past 2 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah. You know what I like about Kansas City? They have an identity. If you look at the Miami-Kansas City game the other night, Fat Andy was so much smarter than the little genius. Fat Andy was smarter. I'm going to tell you what I mean. The Chiefs came out fucking throwing. They threw the first 5 snaps of the game. They threw. They made it look like they were gonna fucking go at them. The Dolphins took the bait, and then Pacheco ran 24 times. Look it up. Oh man, I love that about coaching and strategy. It doesn't matter how much X's and O's are one part of the variables. They're one part. But cleverness, clutch, a fucking guy that could think in a certain way, it means something. Fat Andy came out, throw. Then they could never settle on the run. If you notice, Miami could never just play the run because Kansas City came out throwing. I love that. And then Pacheco, 24 carries. See my eyes? I'm not looking down. Look at Miami's carries. Miami had the leading fucking rushing team in the league this year. Mostert, 18 touchdown passes. Guess what? Mostert, less than 8 carries. Good job, Mike McDaniels. Mostert, 8 carries. Well, then who got him? A-Chain? A-Chain, 4 carries. He got outcoached. He couldn't even get going because they came out the wrong way. They came out running right in front of him. Then they got stuck. Then they tried to, fuck. Kansas City came out sharp, getting good passes, backed them up, bang, ran. It's just the difference in coaching. That's why Kansas City should always have a puncher's chance. Now, can they win a Super Bowl this year? I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. But it's a great case study because of everything I've just been talking about. Right? Like, look at the clutch gene, the heart gene, the fucking big balls gene. Tua looked like a bitch out there. Hat on sideways, fucking shivering. Stop shivering, Tua. Right or wrong? All right, so now we got to do the moment of truth because we're getting closer to the game. So I got to make my pick. So here's what I always say, and this is what I want you to say. If we were on a pirate ship, hands, feet tied, bound, gagged, we're going off the plank into the ocean, into the sea to get eaten by the sharks if we pick the wrong game with the spread. Do we go Buffalo -10 or Pittsburgh +10? You know what? I feel like I can be wrong either way. I'm going to be ignorant. I'm going to say that Buffalo is no. All these fucking teams are coming out of nowhere. Green Bay, Houston, everybody. I'm going to say Pittsburgh's going to hang. Mason Rudolph is going to go over the 175 that he's listed at or whatever it is. You know, Pittsburgh has been running on teams very good. Pittsburgh has been making me scratch my head all year. Like, Jesus, I thought Pittsburgh stunk. What is this? What? How did Pittsburgh win? Going into the last week of the season, I was like, oh, man, I hope Pittsburgh doesn't win today. I don't want to see that shit team in the playoffs. Watch them win. Bro, guys, I got beat. I picked every game wrong and lost with Nick Foles beating me, and I had Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. What if nobody, like, what if one of these weird teams wins this year? Oh, this is scary. All right, so you know what? I'm taking Buffalo -10. I'm not betting it though. I'm not betting it for real, but I'm gonna go on the record as saying Buffalo -10, and then we'll see if I go 0 for 5. Do we have any anytime touchdowns? I'd like to do anytime touchdown today. For some reason, I don't know why Jaylen Warren is plus 320. I know Najee gets it, but Warren's a good back, man. Okay. First touchdown score. No Gabe Davis today. So we should. Okay. Is Khalil Shakir a sucker bet? Because if there's no Gabe Davis, we should go Shakir. Stephon Diggs, 67.5. It's not that cold. Mahomes didn't have a lot of problems the other night. You know? There's a lot of specials, but I don't trust them. Yo, I heard the Eagles are fighting in the locker room. Her dissension. Should we be taking the Bucks? Should we be taking the Bucks? Yo, I just want I don't have real hater blood in me. I talk shit a lot. Like I'm good at talking shit, but I don't have a mean spirit. Like I make fun of Baker Mayfield, but I'm fucking rooting for him today, boy. I want to see Baker Mayfield go to the NFC Championship. Green Bay is playing Dallas next week. So that means if Baker wins, who are they playing? If Green Bay's playing Dallas, that means Tampa Bay will play the 49ers. Oh my God. If Baker Mayfield ever beats, I would love to see Baker Mayfield win today and beat the 49ers. All right. Let me let's predict. Let's have some fun here. Guys, please, I want to have fun here. This is why I'm doing this. If whoever is watching this, let's go in the future. If the Niners host the Bucks and Baker's a little hobbled, he's already fucking hobbled. He's hobbled right now, but so is Hurts. What would the spread be with the Niners Bucks? I got to say Niners. I got to say 8.5. I got to say 8.5. 8.5, 9. Nah, I don't know. It depends on how this game goes today. If the Bucks beat the Eagles 36-0, like I said, I could see the Bills winning about 29-2 today. I think both, you know what? We've had terrible games, guys. We've had terrible games. Green Bay, shit game. Houston, weird game. It was nice to see Stroud, but weird game. The Dolphins didn't show up. One team, shit game. Detroit, Rams, good game. I'm glad that I saw that clear. Like, I was so confused till the last second, and then the game ended up going to the last second. I was like, oh, okay, at least I'm seeing it right. I knew that was going to be a good game. Why is Mike Tomlin's future uncertain with the Steelers? Super Wildcard weekend. Why would they announce that before the game? Tomlin's season didn't end yet. I don't like that. You know what? I'll tell you guys something. I had George Pickens in fantasy this year, and he was such a disappointment. But he was better than fucking Randy Moss and Megatron at the same time, like the last 4 weeks. Oh, my back hurts. Fucking George Pickens has had like big time games in the last. Like I hope he becomes a guy that I don't know if we could ever count on him. It's hard to tell. But oh man. Damn, I am sore. I need a shiatsu or something. Oh, man. Guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Give it a share. Where's Jared, my rookie of the year? Oh, man. I'll tell you what. I know that I'm going to be like this game. The first game is set. Okay, here's what I'm saying. And I'm getting a pinched nerve issue. I'm getting off soon. This first game is set up for all of us to lose. The way I feel, so scared to lose, I feel like whatever I pick is going to be the wrong one. If I see it in my mind that Buffalo's going to fucking blow them out, here comes Pittsburgh. If I think Pittsburgh's going to hang around, it'll be 40-0. That's how sports is. I'm sick to my stomach about it. I already know. I was on the other side 20 years ago. I can talk about it now. It's over. My father always told me, don't fucking bet. You're an idiot if you ever bet heavy. I'll break your fucking head. It wasn't like today, like, hey, don't do it, son. It was like, I'll break your fucking head. I get it. I get it. I get it, Dad. Thank you. I bet 5s and fucking 10s, and I got a responsible gaming notification on FanDuel that I lost $2,000 or whatever this year. Like, betting 5s and fucking 10s. That's why a wise man is the one that will always be on top. Be smart. Be smart. It's good to hit a bet, but don't ever like try to like boost yourself like really like when you're looking in the mirror through betting. Don't do it. Be smart. Be fucking smart. Bet, fooling around. You hit one. Great. But be willing to like donate whatever you load. Trust me. I'm about helping people. That's why I like, you can't, it doesn't pay to not be straight. Jordan Love, man. Whew. Dak throwing pick sixes too. Oh. So is Stephon Diggs still the number one receiver this year? Who would you take? Hey, okay. What if you have Stephon Diggs on the board and Puka and you have the fucking 14th pick in the draft? That's a great question. That's why I love doing this. Like, that's a great question. It's not 2023 next summer. It's August 2024. 2021, 20. Okay, I get it with Diggs. But every 4 years, like Olympic cycles, guys' age change. Let's say you got the 14th pick and Diggs and Puka are on the board. Personal preference. There's no wrong answer. Who would you take? I think I would. I don't. Oh man. See, you don't know. You gotta calculate. There's variables. There's fucking variables. Stafford, how's he gonna be? He'll be 36 next year. Who gives a fuck about Puka if Johnny Rockets is throwing to him? It might not always be Stafford. Stafford's healthy now, but he looks good. Get him on some peptides. Get him on some fucking peptides. He'll be 36 for 4 more years. Oh man. Yeah, man. Like the biggest thing that I love Goff beating the Rams because the Rams already got Stafford and won the Super Bowl. So Goff beat the old team that gave up on him. I love that. And today I'm rooting for Baker to beat Philly because I think everybody shit on Baker a lot when he had some tough times. And now he's like having some success. And he plays hurt. He's tough. He takes a lot of abuse because he's a certain type of way. He's an easy target to make jokes on. But I think Baker's I like him. I respect his heart and the way he plays the game and his skill level. He's like, imagine how good Baker must have been. Like, oh my God, Baker's like my size, and he's probably got twice the arm strength I got, and I feel like I could throw with anybody. Like, oh my God, imagine seeing Baker Mayfield in person, little fucking wide body, 5'10" guy throwing rockets like that. It must look pretty crazy. How tall is Baker? He looks little, but he's wide. How tall is Baker Mayfield?
Baker Mayfield is 6 feet 1 inch.
6'1"? That's generous. That's generous. Yeah, so all right, so bucket list. If I'm Jerry Jones, you're gonna go to the upper room soon. Time's running out. You don't know what's going on from month to month. Nobody does, but he's fucking old. I go grab Bill Belichick right now. Mike McCarthy, you get him out of there tonight. You don't even let him fucking pack. You send a U-Haul with his shit. You get Bill Belichick. You get him in Jerry World. You get him a super king suite, and you call it a day. But we're gonna watch these games today. You guys stay up on top of everything. I'll be back on tonight, sometime again live. All right, Nooch Neighborhood Picks. See you guys soon.